Okay, let's start in child's pose. Onto the back of your mat. Your knees can be together or apart. And then bring your forehead to the floor. Stretch through the sides of your body. And start to take some nice deep breaths, filling your ribcage. Let's walk hands over to the left. Grab your right wrist and pull back through your right hip to stretch open the right side of your torso and shoulder. And then walk your hands over to the right. Grab your left wrist and pull back through the left hip. Breathe into your left side. Create some space in that left shoulder joint. And walk your hands back to the center. And let's slide all the way onto our stomach into sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders. Let's reach back through the toes, planting the tops of the feet. Then press into your hands as you pull your chest forward and your shoulders come back and down. And while we're here, let's turn to the left and grab the left foot and pull that heel in towards your thigh to feel a stretch in the left quad. Release your left foot and let's turn to the right. Grab your right foot and pull your right foot in. And release your right foot. Let's press back to all fours. And then reach your right arm up and let's thread the right arm under the left and to thread the needle. You can either bring your left arm overhead or wrap around the back. Let your left palm inhale, right arm up. And right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. And bring your left arm under the right. And again, you can have your arm overhead or wrap your right arm around your back. And then plant your right palm, inhale, left arm up, and left hand down. And let's do a few cat-cows here. Inhale to drop your belly, and then exhale to round your back. Think about maybe starting each movement with your tailbone and really getting a lot of movement in that lower back as you move and breathe. After the next rounding of your back, come to neutral. And sit back on the heels. And let's pull the right arm across, keeping that right shoulder down away from your ear. And then release the right arm, reach your right fingers out to the right, and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, creating a lot of space on the right side of the neck. And then coming back to center, let's pull the left arm across, keeping your left shoulder down away from your ear. And then release the left arm out to the side, reach through the fingertips, and let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Feeling a big lengthening in the left side of your neck. And release, come back to center, do a modified camel, bring the fingertips to the floor behind you, and then lift your hips up into the air, shoulders back. Squeeze your glutes. And slowly come back down. Let's curl the toes under and sit back on the heels. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and down and see if you can pull your fist away from your back. And release. And bring the weight off of your toes. We'll come back into our modified camel, fingertips on the floor behind you, shoulders back and down, and lift your hips up and forward. And hips down. And one more time, let's curl the toes under, sit back on the heels. Interlace your fingers the opposite way behind your back. See if you can pull your fist away from your back. And release. And now let's bring the tops of the feet to the floor and stand up for camel. Bring your knees hip width apart. So we're not going to go into full camel since it's early in the class, but bring your hands to the back of your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stomach in, inhale to lift up and out of your waist, and then just drop your head back and hold here. Keep lifting your chest towards the ceiling, making sure not to collapse into your lower back. Try to keep your breathing normal and steady. And then let's bring the head back to neutral. Sit back on your heels. Let's bring the arms in front and cross the right arm under the left. Coming into eagle arms, wrapping at your elbows and wrists. Let's first lift your elbows up, twisting tightly. And then let's bring the elbows down as far as you can. And untwist. I'll twist to the right, left hand to the outside of the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Keep your spine tall and long. Exhale to pull the belly in. And untwist. And then the other way, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Keep your chin in close to your body. Belly in, spine long. And untwist. And stand up on your knees one more time. Bring your knees hip width apart. Feet should also be hip width apart. Bring your hands behind your hips. Fingers down, shoulders down. Inhale, lift up out of your waist. Exhale, bring your head back. Keep lifting your chest. And this time, maybe start to bring the upper body back a little bit, looking for the wall behind you. Keep your hips forward, your tailbone reaching down. And then come back up, stack your spine, and sit down on your heels. And then I'll bring your arms in front of you, this time bringing your left arm under your right, cross at your elbows and wrists, palms together. And we'll start by lifting the elbows up. Keep twisting nice and tight. And then let's pull the elbows down. Untwist. And we will step the right foot forward, coming into a low lunge. Bring the arms up. Let your hips sink down. Lift up out of your waist. Then interlace your fingers behind your head and come into a back bend. Just a little back bend. Lift up, chest up. Look up. And then let's straighten the spine, keep your arms where they are, and see if you can curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. Then let's bring hands to the floor, fingertips to the floor, and we'll straighten the front leg, going into a modified pyramid. So stretching into the back of your left calf. And I'm sure you're feeling a stretch in the hamstring of your front leg as well. If you need to bend the front leg a little bit, go right ahead. Keeping the back flat for the most part, but if a little rounding is needed, go ahead. Bend back into the front knee. And we're going to set the back heel down for warrior one. So hips stay facing forward, upper body and arms lift. Open out into warrior two. So feet are the same. We're just turning the body to face the side and arms come parallel to the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades in, reach your fingers apart. Sink down even lower into that front knee, but make sure the knee doesn't come past the ankle. And now we're going to come into high lunge. So sweep that left arm forward, hips forward, coming up on the back toes. Sink the back knee down. Hands down and step the right foot back and the left foot forward, coming into low lunge. Lift your arms, sink down into your hips. And interlace your fingers behind your head. Make sure to lift up out of your waist and come into a little back bend. Stack your spine, curl your back toes under and lift the back knee. And bring your hands to the floor. Let's straighten the front leg. And find that stretch for the right calf and the left hamstring. Keep your hips square here. Right hip is coming forward, left hip back. Couple more breaths. And then bend into the front knee. Warrior one, set the back heel down, but keep your hips forward and lift up. Right hip still coming forward, left hip back. Get that back heel is stretching into the calf. And then open up to warrior two. Shoulder blades together, stretch your arms apart. Spine long, legs strong, press into the feet. And then we're going to swing the right arm forward, high lunge. Set the back knee down, hands down, and step the right foot back. And we'll lift into downward facing dog. Feel free to walk your feet out here a bit if you'd like. And then find your stillness here. Take a deep breath and exhale through your mouth, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Lift your hips and reach through your heels. And then let's lift the right leg, bend your knee and open your hips out, finding a big open hip opening here, big hip stretch. Squeeze your heel in and lift your knee to the ceiling. And then we're going to step the right foot forward, coming into low lunge again. Back knee down, arms up. And interlace your fingers behind your head, back bend. And stack your spine and lift the back knee. Hands to the floor, straighten the front leg. Let's add a twist here. Left hand on the floor, right arm to the ceiling. Right hand down, bend into the front knee. Set your back heel down and come up to warrior one. Warrior two. High lunge. Set the back knee down, hands down, and come back to all fours and press to downward dog. Lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hips to the side. Feel a big hip stretch here. Heel in, lift your knee. And then we'll step the left foot forward for a low lunge. Arms up. Interlace your fingers behind your head, back bend. And then come back to center, lift the back knee. And hands down, straighten your front leg. And out of the twist, left arm up. Left hand down, bend your front knee, set your back heel down, come up to warrior one. Hip square, back leg strong, and open up to warrior two. And high lunge. Back knee down. And hands down, step back to all fours. And then let's push again, back to downward facing dog. Come forward into plank. And then slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat. So let's bring the palms underneath the shoulders. So the tips of the fingers are about in line with the tops of your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows in close to your body. Squeeze your legs together and squeeze your glutes. Now inhale, lift, using just your back strength. So keep your lower body strong and pressing down into the floor as you lift your upper body. Make sure you can still breathe comfortably. Remember, if you can't breathe comfortably, you've gone too far into the pose. Shoulders relaxed. Slowly lower down. Bring your right ear on the mat and your arms by your sides. And take a few conscious breaths here. And then bring your chin forward and your palms back to where they were. Elbows in. Squeeze your legs and glutes. And inhale, lift your upper body up. Strengthening the back. Think about the muscles coming up all the way on either side of your spine. And slowly lower down, left ear on the mat this time. Arms by your sides. And take a few breaths. Bring your chin forward again, and let's bring arms out to the side. Our full locust pose. So we're going to start by contracting all your muscles in your legs and all your muscles in your arms before you even lift up. And then inhale to lift arms, body, head, legs, everything in the air. So you're going to feel your glutes and hamstrings and calves engaged. Your back muscles, your arms are engaged. And ideally, you're breathing comfortably. If not, lower down a little bit. Slowly come down, bring your right ear on the mat and your arms by your sides. And take a few breaths here. You can probably feel your heart beating in your stomach. You can use that as a timer for your breaths, trying to have an even number of beats, inhale and even exhale. And then chin forward. One more set of full locust. So remember to contract all your muscles before you lift up, and then inhale and lift up as far as you can and still breathe. Shoulders down away from the ears, toes reaching, fingers reaching. And slowly lower down, bring your left ear on the mat. And take a few breaths. All right, chin forward. Let's push back to all fours and back into child's pose with knees together so we can get a little bit of a counter posture for the back after those back bends. All right, just come forward onto your belly, and then we're gonna come onto the side. Come onto your right side, your elbow right under your shoulder. And then we're going to let the right side of the body hang down towards the mat, coming into a side body stretch here. And then let's switch to the other side. Left elbow under the shoulder and on the left hip, and let the left side body sink towards the mat. All right, from here, let's swing the legs around to the front and come on to your back. Hug your knees in tight, and then bring your knees over to the left. Your right arm over to the right. Maybe turn your head to the right. And then let's bring the knees back to center. Hug them in, and then bring knees over to the right. Left arm out to the left. And if it's comfortable, head to the left. And then bring your knees back to center. Keep your knees in, but bring your palms flat to the floor on either side of you. And then see if you can keep your lower back glued to the floor as you slowly straighten your legs out at an angle and lower them down to the mat. And we'll do that one more time. So bring your knees in. Palms are flat on the floor next to you. Keep the lower back glued to the floor. Extend your legs at an angle and slowly lower down. And we'll come into Savasana from here. So tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Take up some space, get comfortable, and let yourself relax on your mat for the next 2 minutes. You notice you're holding on to tension anywhere in your body or your mind. Let go of it with your exhale, so that with each exhale you get a little looser. Now start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms over your head for a full body stretch. And then either turn onto your side and push up from there, or roll on your spine back to seated.